is John Polrai. I'm coming to you from Tokyo, Japan, and today I want to talk about an article from Giant Freaking Robot which actually shows Amber Heard showing off reading material. Now, I've got some people that come around here and tell me, yeah, Amber's an avid reader. She reads a lot. People have seen her reading, and people say she's a reader. Well, the best way to prove that you're an avid reader, you enjoy reading, and you read a lot is to speak intelligently in your interviews. Now, people also tell me, well, I know people who read a lot, but they don't speak so intelligently. But if that's the case, you should at least have your ideas together, and you should at least be able to show people that you've learned something from these books. You should be able to show people that you've got the message if your actual words aren't coming out exactly intellectual as a reader would. But Amber comes off very ditzy in interviews, and she comes off very high and drunk sometimes in interviews, which is not exactly an opinion. We know she is. It's obvious. So that doesn't leave the impression on me that she's an avid reader. That leaves the impression on me that she shows off books and she wants people to think she's an avid reader. Also, there was an incident not too long ago with Elon Musk's ex, Grimes, if you're familiar, who said, I tricked the paparazzis. I took a book, I walked around the block a little bit, and what do you know? They printed some stories about it, they took some pictures, and you know what? This exposes that celebrities can do that. They can do something positive, just go outside, leave the set, walk around the block with the positive thing in their hand. You know, maybe they've got a baby, maybe they're reading books, whatever, and the paparazzis click the cameras and everyone writes their articles, and the mainstream media will always project it as positive. The mainstream media won't be like, is she really reading those books? Is she really being a good mother to that baby? Of course, they just print it as a positive story. And the kind of thing Amber Heard does is shows off things that aren't quite truthful. Now, Giant Freaking Robot wrote a very disjointed article about her, because on one hand, the article seems negative based on the headline, but then at the end, they say something really positive. So it's very confusing, and I guess those are interesting ones to read. So let's go over that article. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about as we progress. Here it is, and it says, Amber Heard tries to convince us she reads books by using them as a pillow. Now, you would think that sounds negative. You would think that's something that I'm thinking here that, I need a little more proof, a little more evidence. I need to see a little more intellect in her conversations and interviews for me to know for a fact she reads books. But that's not exactly where they're coming from. Lately, actress Amber Heard's Instagram handle has been alive with activity as the actress has been busy sharing updates from her personal and professional life on the social media platform. After all, that's what these pages are for, so fans can get to know their favorite celebrities a little bit better by getting a peek at their life and hobbies. Of course, the peek they want you to see, the planned peek, the peek that's there to make them look good, especially in this case. And this time, Heard has parted the curtain to let her followers know that she is an avid bookworm when it comes to a particular writer. Like I said, worst way to let someone know you're an avid bookworm is to show pictures of books. That's okay, that's a good start, but you really want to be writing essays, you want to be writing things that prove, that show everyone, beyond the shadow of a doubt, you've learned this material. You know this stuff. Maybe it's out there. Someone sent me something Amber Heard wrote. But wait, I wouldn't even know if she wrote it, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't count. We've got to see her in person talking about these things, or I don't believe it. Sorry. Amber Heard took to Instagram to share an image of herself sitting while resting her head on 4 books. The caption asked her followers to guess who one of her favorite authors is. Well, the answer is pretty obvious, as all the 4 books are from the same author, British historian Simon Sebag Montefiore. If I'm saying that correct, sorry if I'm not. At the moment, many of his works are on the verge of being transformed into television shows or films. Oh, wow. We just figured it out. So, I guess Amber Heard's looking for a job and she's shilling those books. No, I must be wrong. She must be an avid reader because she showed pictures of her with books and because other actors and actresses saw her reading books. Like Catherine the Great Potikamin, whatever that word is there, guys. Jerusalem, the biography, Royal Rabbits of London, and One Night in Winter. Also, many of his books have won major literary awards and have been immensely praised. Thus, it is not hard to guess why Heard is a big fan of the author, because she wants the Fucking acting roles. Wow, that is so obvious. It's painful. That's what she does. She wants to do easy things for money. So she shows the books, she shills the books, and she hopes they contact her. She probably read the Cliff Notes. It's not that hard. Tony Soprano said he reads Cliff Notes. I know, he's a fictional character. Just saying. This is not the first time Amber Heard has flaunted books on her Instagram page. Earlier this month, the actress posted a picture while holding Nothing But My Body by Tilly Lawless to praise her fearless, eloquent, unrelenting, honest, feminist sister. Apparently, her love for novels isn't just restricted to posting with them, as a few months ago, Heard posted an image of herself on the sets of Aquaman and Lost Kingdom, where she can be seen reading the fantasy fiction novel Surface Detail, the 12th book in his culture series by the late Ian M. Banks. She's always seen reading books, not heard talking about them. And seen reading books is not what you want to be. You want to be heard. Your opinion out there, convincing people, giving details about them, not flaunting pictures of them. All right, I said that enough. I think you guys get the message. Let's move on. So like I said, the title I don't get, because that's something I would say, like she's trying to convince us. But here, the article's all positive about her. While we can't wait to watch Amber Heard's Mera back in action, it seems like Aquaman 2 release date will have to be pushed back. Currently, the film is scheduled for release on December 16th next year, but recently it was reported that the film star, Jason Momoa, tested positive while the production was underway. While the 43-year-old actor is reportedly self-isolating since he got the diagnosis, the real tension for Warner Bros. Is to postpone the shooting of the film when they were already working on a tight deadline. Oh, boo-hoo, sucks for them. But as Momoa is the major protagonist of Aquaman 2, a delay is very likely. At least we will have Amber Heard's perky updates. Wow, Amber's perky updates of her shilling to TV companies to get a job, putting her makeup on, trying to work out and doing not such a great job. Better than Brie Larson, but not great. And here it is. She's, of course, smiling, lovey-dovey with these books, and then what she does is she shoves them in the drawer and she goes and has some wine and probably plays some cell phone game or something like that, or she texts some messages that are incriminating to people who she probably shouldn't be talking to. That's the reality. Anyway, there you have it. Kind of a very disjointed article there. Like I said, the headline looks like they're going to be negative about Amber, but then they're positive. They say they can't wait to see Mera on screen. They can't wait for her perky little updates. That just, knocked them down quite a few notches in my book. No pun intended. Okay, that was a bad joke, but I guess that kind of worked out. You guys, let me know what you think down below. Real quick, I'm doing a GoFundMe, trying to save up for a PC. Want to give some special shout outs to the 4 most recent donors. I really appreciate it. So, I'm going to do that as the outro to this video. Here we go. Big thank you and shout outs to Jan Price, Bridget, Renee, and Mary Turple. I apologize. I don't try last names because I screw them up and it'll probably do more bad than good. But thank you guys so much. And if you're not subscribed here, consider it. If you don't consider it and you don't subscribe, well, I guess I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.